So I'm at the part that I've dreaded working on this car the most. And I know it's not going to be easy. But this roof, oh man, I don't even know, like, I've already pulled this, so there's a bar that goes up underneath. It goes up underneath the body and it screws into there. And this is where everything's tacked onto it. So there's remnants of the roof left. There's not, actually the window piece is here as well. So this is from the window, the back window. So it's in two different pieces. You have to put that on first. So anyhow, I started taking this off, and it has these little clips that hold the end. And then I bought a pneumatic stapler with some stainless steel staples, but they have basically like upholstery tacks in here. So I'm starting to just pull this apart. So as you can see, so this is part of the main roof, which is still, I mean, it's not there, but you know. Then you have this other part that goes on here, and you have these tack strips, and I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know, I gotta see if I don't want to have to order some more stuff and wait. But you have them every so often. See, this one's pretty good. This one's in pretty good shape. This one here, this bow is always just, well, it's loose. You can see anyhow how this fastens to it. And then this piece here goes on first. I do know that. And then that tacks to this. This has a tack strip in it, which I'm assuming is pretty good, seeing as it's still been covered. So I'm just taking this apart, and I'm really going to take my time and take all these nails out and pull this roof back, and so I can get to the glass panel. I already know there's a measurement from here to here that this has to be. You run some tape, like duct tape, all the way down through here and hold that in place while you put these two side pieces on. This frame's in pretty good shape, so I wasn't too worried about painting it. I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. So that's where I am so far. Okay, I want to take that time lapse off because in case you're doing this, so this is the roof part. And this is where it comes down. There's one more nail right there. See these little tiny things. This is very tedious. So this is the roof. Oh, another one there. They just sneak up on you. There's a lot of rust and dirt in here, as you can see. So dust. I live in New Mexico. It's a desert. This car has been. And this looks. It must be the original top with these nails, but it's been. Oh, see how that's folded? Well, that's a double. Well, it just stuck to that. Okay. This is part of the roof. Now, it's nice to have this stuff because this line, where you got that, where it goes up underneath here, but this line here is you can put this on your new roof, hopefully, and get an idea. Now, the one that I have is already marked. So, and then this is going to come. Let me get you here. This is going to come with this, but I have to take, there's a strip up in here that you have to take out to get that off there. So there's a zipper from the window. You can unzip it, which I saw that on the other one, and I'm really not sure why, but anyhow, now this is the back window. Maybe I should dig that out so we can look at that. If you haven't seen the front of this, I opened up. I got the roof stored in here. Look how original this is in here. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Let me grab these roof parts and get them out. So again, this kit here, this was expensive too. This roof is, I think, $500. And there's the new end pieces that go on there. I opened this up, but then I put it back together. So what I'm really going to need, now this is the package tray. Oh, this was from, so M&T Manufacturing. What was it, the website I got it on? No. Well, anyhow, well, granted, there's probably not that many convertible Corvairs out there, but M&T Manufacturing, convertible top guys, Hopkins Lane, 30 Hopkins Lane, South Kingston, Rhode Island. So, yeah, that package tray, that was $150 for that thing. So, I think that came from the same place. Well liner installation. Probably I should read that. I probably will. And that goes in your well. This goes into your back seat. No? It fastens behind your back seat. And then this goes up in underneath. That's a pretty simple one compared to ones I've seen. And then we have okay, well, this seems like, okay, that's your cable kit. That goes along by your windows, hold that tight. This looks like tack strip here. Well, I was wondering if I was going to have to order some. This is those pieces that go on the, I showed you, that go from front to back to hold it in place. They're padded. You put the pad inside those. Open that up. Pad goes in there. Then it goes on the top. And it holds it all together. It protects your roof from getting beat up by the hardware. And then, what's that? No, that's nothing. All right. Then we have this. This is for the front edge of your roof, to your windshield. And then this, because this has the plastic on it, this is your back window. So I'll be using as many parts from that as I can. Luckily, where I live here, this is a piece that I took the nail strips out of on the back. You put that back in, fold that back over. See, this has a line where it goes on that, which is really great. This also, well, there we go. That's the inside. Okay. Here's the outside. So it's got the line all the way around. And a video that I watched said that this is one of the better fitting tops. It's top cover or something. Let me see. Oh, well, after you look at the box, it says Easy on Auto Tops. Easy on Auto Tops. So, anyhow, it's expensive, but you know, you're gonna mess around. So this is all marked out. It's got the chalk line on it, where that fastens to the strip that bolts to the back underneath the lid there. But I will still take my parts as much as I can and put them on here. Luckily, like I said before, I live in New Mexico. It's still in the 80s. So when I get ready to do this, I'll lay this out in the sun, and that'll really make it nice and pliable. And then we have the top itself. So I'm going to try not to scratch that back window. I don't know which way I'm going, so. Oh, there we go. There we go. This also has, all right, See, there's also a line on here, and I'd say that's where one of your screw holes are going, or it's going to match up. We'll find out. Either way, that's the front. So it goes just like this on the car. This is your windshield end. Little tag here. Serial number SNE 362005. Not anything about vinyl, but it feels really nice. There's your mark again. This covers over the back window. Back window goes up in here, so that's going to be really great. So yeah, I just want to take it nice and slow. But I wanted to look at these windows because they did have a mark on there. And like I said, the one that I looked at, the guy said it was that it went really well with it. That mark was really good. This is trial and error is all I have to do. I'll probably get paperwork somewhere here from this. Oh, that's stapled right to it, so you're not going to lose that. No. Doesn't mean I still won't. Yeah, that's awesome. That is a nail strip. I got glue. It looks like contact cement, but I got the glue for this. So, looks like we'll be replacing that. Cool. That's great. Alright, so I'm going to continue just taking this apart. Here's a better look of the window panel. This comes down over here, right? That's why it's waterproof. Okay, and so here's that same one. So I'm going to finish pulling the nails out of all this so I can get this strip out of here. So I can look at this tack strip, see how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to do this last little bit. So I don't really have one of the little tiny nail pullers, but the screwdriver was working okay. I did jam my thumb down there into this, but I just want to show you this process because actually these ones are coming out a lot better. But I kind of wish I hadn't already done my interior over, but it'll be just dust. I got carpet. If you haven't seen that, the carpet, I did the front. I reupholstered the front seat covers. I bought a kit. That was really expensive too. That was like 500 bucks. But I was really intimidated by that, and it wasn't that bad. It took me, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. So there's the back window. What's left of it. I'll just throw that up on the windshield for now. Now you think you're done, but now you still have. Your package tray is still hooked to this. So this I took out already, and I forgot to show you. There's 17 bolts like that, and that goes up and under. You have to push all this up, and there's holes already for them. And these are important because you're gonna mark these holes in your new piece. So I actually watched a video from a guy, and I can't think of his name. I'll try to post it down the bottom. It was on a 69 Camaro. So it was the same year-ish. Same decade, anyhow. This is 65. But the GM roof, I mean, they're the same. I don't know about other brands because I'm a GM guy, but you can see how many staples and nails I pulled. You've got to not be in a hurry when you do this. So, again, I haven't even got this car registered yet. I have to get it to town, but I had to do the pushrod tube seals, O-rings, which wasn't easy. I have a video on that, adjusted the valves and all that stuff. So that comes off, and then this has that tack strip in it, which just is fine. It's been up underneath. It goes up under here, so that'll be great. So anyhow, I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to record all this. I'm just pulling the staples out of this so I can get these tack strips free. Then I got to clean this all out. There was a nice pad in here. It's just falling apart. And I'm just going to be gentle when I vacuum on that. I don't really care whether there's a pad in there or not. But you can see here. Let me actually... You can see on the other side where the bolts go. Look right in there. See, that's where those strips bolt in. So, I've got company out here today to get the cattle are moving through. They were just moaning and complaining about something a little while ago. Looking for their babies, generally. So, I'm going to take the rest of the staples out of that and then clean this out. And then I'm going to look and see if that tack strip is the same. It seems like it is the same as that. I'm really not good at pointing the camera what I'm doing. I really am not much of a YouTuber, but if this will help somebody, and actually if you're looking for parts for one of these, I got another car just like this. Parts car. The seats are trash, interior is trash. The frame is there for the roof. Everything's there. Well, no engine in one of them. It's a 65 convertible just like this, no title. I have a 69 hardtop with the engine and 4-speed transmission, or 3 or 4-speed. Now, the other convertible has the transmission still in it, and I don't know if it's a 3 or 4-speed, but I haven't even jumped in it to look. So I'm going to be selling those once I know I have all the parts that I need for these. So I'm going to finish doing this, and I'll get back with you. Just kind of note for myself, with these staples, this is a package tray, which was black. 6-7 inches apart. Okay, now I got that all cleaned out. Package tray is all cleaned out. There's a pad there. I probably should rip that out and try to find something else. And maybe I glue some foam in there or something. I don't know. This looks really pretty. Not that you'll ever see it. I don't know. Anyhow, now I'm at this point. So, as you can see, there's staples all through here. I don't know why there was upholstery nails on the other one, but this is all staples. I have to clean this out. They actually sent me new of this, but gosh, that doesn't look bad. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm gonna clean that up. One thing I didn't mention, or I may have, but this is an important measurement right here. Now it's I believe it was 20 3/4. I took this all apart, so I could push it. Yeah. If I had a third hand, I could push that to 20 3/4. It was. So that has to be back there in the right place. So as I continue on in this is what I was trying to show you. So we got Phillips screws. So this is a weather strip that's in here. I'd like to replace it, but I don't know. It's kind of expensive. It's not broken or anything. I mean, that's actually pliable. This is hard as a rock, but there's Phillips screws, and this side. So apparently the cable's broken. I'm going to show this side of my wife hogging the garage with her car. These wives that always have the fancy vehicles, huh? It took me a long time for her to get that. She had a Trax before, and I thought that thing was not much. Where is the cable? Oh, okay. So here's the cable. Whoops. So it runs through, it hooks to here, and it goes up, and it hooks to here. So it runs through the top. So you see, this is just kind of flapping. Sorry, this is kind of flapping. So I guess I'm going to try to take this apart. Take these screws out. I have to shut that garage door. I guess this glare is just kind of ridiculous. Well, I cleaned my lens. It was cleaned my lens. It was a little bit better. So let me see what this looks like if I start taking this apart. So I'm not going to use a cordless because I really don't want to strip these out. Oh, well, I oiled up this roof, which is great, except now it runs all over the place when you're trying to do something. Boy, that rubber is really hard. Yeah, 3 screws, Phillips, and oh boy, I don't know. I might price out this strip. Got quite a lot of money in this car now. Probably gonna end up selling it at some point when I get it done. I don't know. I had a C4 95 Corvette for a long time, well, a couple years, and hardly ever used it. Really wanted to, but I actually don't like just driving around. So I don't know if you can see. That's his head's right up against there, and that's so hard. I think it's gonna break, so I'm just trying to pull that off with it. Yeah, do that deal, and then I see there's some adjustment up and down too, so that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to watch out for. So I don't know, I don't know if I've said this before, but I've never done anything like this before. So I always get myself in these messes. I don't know if anything you guys do. I know some of you do, because I know my son he gets himself into stuff too. He's been rebuilding this 1-ton that he's got in Maine. He's got a nice truck now, but he has a lot more issues than I have here because of the rust. So yeah, that's really hard. It's really stiff. I'm gonna take the rest of these out and go from there. I got that out, as you can see, and then so the roof material, whoops, ran in behind there. So this is part of the roof that had to come off, and then I just got to unhook this cable. Well, I gotta see what's up in there. There's a screw, there's kind of a mess there, so I'm really trying to be careful to see how this is put together up in here, because I'm not quite sure. Oh, that weather strip is hard as a rock. Oh yeah, well, I can put that on afterwards. So let me pick at this. I'm trying to point this out again, but this is under the back seat. Like, there's no rust. I mean, yeah, surface rust right there. No rust up in there. This has been open. Like, this is in great shape. Yeah, so I'm looking at this. So there's some nails, some stuff. I gotta be really careful when I take that apart. This is the, wow, that's so bright, that garage. So this is the front weather strip piece that's nailed onto there first. Okay, so the one with the big washer was on the outside hole, and the other one was on the inside. And I'm assuming, so that holds this weather strip in, and there's one on the other end too. So I'm going to take that out. Really don't have any place to put a camera up high like this, so sorry if you can't get a picture. I'm trying to block the brightness coming in there. Anyhow, these little screws. That one, there's one behind that glob of goop there. Behind that glob of goop, it was actually behind this other weather strip I just took off. I forgot I hadn't taken this side off. And as you can see, that holds the roof down as well too. The middle one you don't have to take off. Just this top one and the bottom one. Get this piece off. It's upside down now. So it's got these little clips that go in, hold it in there, so I'll have to order another one because it's broke. It's so brittle. I mean, why wouldn't it be? So, as you can see, these little doodads, and of course they just pull out and bake in the sun. So, but this edge is good shape, so, yep. Took that one I was pulling nails out of, I got out, and there was another layer under there, and yeah, I'm not really sure. Oh, that one that I took off, that's the weather strip, so that's okay. I'm trying to just figure this out as I go along, just like you guys, you know, like, saw it here somewhere. one of these piles. Anyhow, yeah. Oh, this piece here, right? Okay, so that was. Yeah. How does that work? So we got this piece. Really, there's not a lot of room here. I'm like crunching into everything in the door when I open it. Okay. Well, with all my layers. Wow, I just really suck as a cameraman. This has got to go this way. Yeah. So that goes on top, and that's that. It goes up against your windshield. So this is my workbench over here. Well, if any of you guys, you know, are concerned about what I'm doing, how I'm treating the paint, this is actually the worst part of the car. Is a dent here I got to fix. Actually, I have another quarter panel, but this paint is not good. So my tools laying all over and stuff. Yeah, don't worry about that. I don't know if I got enough ambition and enough skill to paint this car. I do have a compressor and stuff, so I don't know. I'm gonna take this other layer off, which would be the roof, the actual roof. Clean this up, and then I'm just gonna do the same on this side. Take the pieces off and get this roof off completely. Get the cables off, so this roof is stripped down. So you can see nail strip here. So she's coming out. You know, so. Oh, that's not a nail strip in that one. That's over here farther. Okay, well, when I put this roof down, I'll show you. This is just for me. I had to close that garage door. I could not get, it was blinding me anyhow. So this is the roof. And here's what's left of it. So it just kind of folded it up on the corner here. So if I unfold that, I mean, the roof is gone, but this is doubled. This is folded over itself. So, which is good because you got an extra layer. But, and then you've got your nail strip down in there, which is going to be fine because, I mean, that's been covered. So, this all comes apart, and then you've got your other strips that we'll look at later that go on here. So, that's where so I guess I will have to replace that tack strip. It's just falling apart. So, there was some thin stuff there, and I was wondering about that. So, I'm going to say that looks pretty thin. Let me... I don't know, they sent two different thicknesses. Where is that? Sorry, guys. Yeah. So you can see how these tabs are bent over. Hold it in place. Which I would say, you know, I wouldn't really bend those up straight so you don't break them off. I'm going to try not to do. I would say bend that up enough so you can slide the new piece in there. Yeah, see, that came right out. So that, oh man, I got this carpet so dirty. It was so nice. Generally, I take my wife's car out of here. I can't open this door over here because it won't stay in it. Actually did that. Don't tell her. Oh, buff right out. It'll buff right out. So yeah, I've got this. This is looks a little thinner. I haven't unwound any of this to see. That one's quite a lot thicker. Well, probably if it was dried out, it wouldn't be. Anyhow, that's where we are. I'm going to pull that apart. You take those cables off. So this is what I have. So I've got this batting. It's like a lot of layers. I didn't realize it was as thin as it was. It's for making quilts, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers. But it'll It'll be fine. I'm going to trim this up a little bit. Got to trim this to match the wheel well there. I don't know. I mean, whatever. Then I got to cut a piece for the back because the back's pretty gnarly. It's got some chunks of stuff. There's seam sealers, you know. But no, I think that'll make a nice surface for that. And I'll get some strips there and I'll have to glue them up. But I got some contact adhesive spray, contact cement spray. We'll see. I don't know if it's any good. I did want to just show this in. And yes, my compressor is going, but I did want to. I put this in the bow. I put this bow in the car and tried it, so I had it in the right direction. I measured from each one of these dimples here to the center. I went from the seam to seam and got the center of that. My compressor is pumping up, so I need to staple them. So I went and bought the cheapest pneumatic. Boy, those are really long. These are stainless steel staples. So I think I'm going to have to use on the top. So I just bought the cheapest arrow gun that there is. You just pop that open, stick your staples in there. I got some other ones. Those are shorter. I'm not too worried about. I mean, I got the staples, but the stainless, but anyhow, this came with it. I don't remember how much this gun was, but it's an arrow. It was good on Amazon. It has, each package has 1/4, 3/8, and half. So these, this hopefully I won't have to change. When you're putting the top on, you have to take it apart and put it together a few times. So when you're putting this on here, you don't want to stretch it. You want to make sure it's, you know, tight. It's going to be in the way. It's going to be down in there. You're not. Only time you're going to see it is when the roof's up. You can't see it if you look in there, but still, we want to do the best we can do. I don't know how much pressure that's supposed to have, so I took my center mark here and my center mark on the bow, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. And there's holes in this that you got to cut for your roof, but I'm gonna just mark them after this is on. So now it's gonna be stapled through again with the roof. So I'm not going to just go crazy and put all kinds of staples in here. I just want to hold it until we get the roof. Put one in that seam. That felt like that was pretty good. I'll make sure I'm not stapling through a hole. Corner. Make sure you don't staple your fingers. This is gonna bow down into the hole, the well. So this part, I'm gonna say it's not rocket science, but then after I mess it up, I'll say, well, probably should pay attention to this or that or something else, you know. So, but we'll see. You know, I've been putting this off and dreading it. But I also did the front seats, and it wasn't so terrible. So, okay, so see, it should start to be. It's gonna go down in there, right? See how that's gonna go? And then, but wait, there's more. So I was looking to see, so this may be an issue because I don't think it goes right up against it. So I may have to actually put this in temporarily and then see where this goes. Because those holes don't line up in the body, you know, we're in big trouble, right? So yeah, let's do that. Again, I'm trying to explain this in as much detail as I can. Because the videos I watched didn't really have a lot of detail. It was kind of like you were supposed to know what you're doing before you started watching it. So obviously we don't have to put all these in. But I gotta find out where it's going, right? So, and of course I don't have a hole in the vinyl right there. So I'm gonna screw that through the vinyl and see if we get it in the right place. Because, yeah. I never looked at vinyl tops that closely before. Realized that they went underneath here, and then the water runs, and there's a channel and there's a drain, which I have to check. I'm gonna put another. I want to get another one started. Yeah, I should have poked those holes first. In the top. Or in this. I will on the top. Okay. Of course they can't see. There it is. So it's way up there. Oh, that's going to look really nice though. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. I've had other people say that they had bows in theirs and all that, and this is not. It's going to be a little big, I think, which shouldn't hurt my feelings at all. Oh man, that's going to be so nice. So I was talking about this little piece, of course, which I left on the table out there. Alright, yeah, so I gotta screw that in there. Yeah, I got the other one over here, so I didn't leave it quite so far away. There it is. Yeah. Oh, I got everything on top of the screws. I'm not a real organized person. When it comes to stuff like this, I'm generally not very patient. So what I'm gonna do is screw this in here. Then I'm going to mark I'm either going to mark that or I'm going to measure from the end to end. Oh. Well, okay, first of all, that's not even right. Yep. Huh. Oh, so they're quite a ways away. Alright, that'll be interesting. So maybe what I need to do is refer back to the old. Trouble is the other. Well, actually wasn't in that bad a shape. The old package tray. I think what I'll do is I'm going to put this end one in on this too, so it's not flopping all over the place like it is. I know you can't see it, but yeah, I can't get you in here, but all I'm trying to do is get that. It's like a big old lag or something. Just trying to get that through the top. Not the top. Well, this isn't the top, but and then you gotta find out where everything's gonna go. The other thing, when this is put in permanently, one of them did say start from the middle and go out, because if you don't, you'll never get them to line up. So I can see why that was not behaving. And I'm gonna okay. So yeah, let's go look at the other one. One that I took out, the old package tray, or whatever it's called. Is it called a package tray? Somebody tell me. Of course, by the time the video comes out, I'm hoping it'll be done. So, actually, it is. It actually is in piece intact. So I could put the holes in it. You can see with the old chalk mark when they put that in there. That was black. So it went like this. Let's go check this out. So I probably should have done that right off to compare this. That screw holes up past there, but yeah, they are. Now I saw a guy that was doing this that, like I said before, was on a 69 Camaro, and he had this stuff out 2 or 3 times. So I think the roof, when he was doing it, he had it out 3 or 4 times to make adjustments. And I don't know how fussy I'm going to get. So this roof is really expensive, so you know, probably do my best, you know, that's for sure. Because I always do your best. Well, if my best is good enough, I don't know. Alright. So here's the old cover. Should have done this first while it's flat. I could take it back off, but I think it'll be alright. There's the seams. They line up right on the money. I got chalk for my granddaughters, but I'm sitting out in the rain. I don't know if it's gonna chalk. See, that bottom edge lines up. It fit really well. This bend should be down over there. Should go like this. I just don't want to lose my where I was. Yeah. Maybe something to hold. That'd be great. I don't really want to put a vice grip on my new vinyl. Yeah, it's been way easier before I put it on there. Take note. That's on the seam, right on it. one's China. That one's Irwin. That's probably China too. I've had that a pretty long time. Maybe not. Alright. So we come around the corner. And that's still on the metal. The one-piece one. Oh, see that? That hole I put in there doesn't line up with this one. Huh. Well, I can't. I don't know that I want to change this. So, it does give me a reference though. Huh. Convenient, there's a bucket right there. So I'm really just, so this would come around. But it's good to get this all worked out on this piece. Because like I say, this is going to be covered by, and there was a hole right, that's right on the edge. So, then I think we can staple that on there. And we'll just go easy. What do I do with it? That's one from that side. Oh, there's the compressor. So, yeah. Talk about being not organized. Still sitting in the car. Ow. Yeah. So, so if I center this on the hole, see, that wasn't right up against it in there though. So many things you gotta take notice of. 2 and 5/16. 2 3/8. Okay. So this will be fine. We have to loosen this up and do something else with it. We will. A little bit, we will. Staples come out fairly easy. This is going to be sandwiched up against the car. Anyhow, the holes go through this way, so it's going to be pinched in there. I just don't want to have a hole right here, you know. So those staples may not hold. That's fine. It'll be alright. Sun coming up over here, but it's gonna be when I go to put the back window in, I want it over here. Okay, same thing. Come around here. I just want to see. May not be so much help as not lining up. I think what I'm going to do, they're not lining up with this, and it's so old and 2.5. Yeah, that one's the same. Still random when they make stuff in the factory, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to space it a little bit. I'll put a staple in it. If we have to take it out, we will. You know, it's not the end of the world. I've already settled in my mind that I wouldn't be able to rush on this because I like to rush on things. I was a building contractor. I did everything by contract price. It's not that I rushed, but I didn't waste time. That's leaking. The other end's leaking. Actually, the regulator's leaking over there, and that's a Harbor Freight thing. And so, take this off now that I got my nice new black cover all dirty from it. Dusty. It's actually a rubber back on it. I just realized how long this video is getting. So I guess I'll do it in 2 parts. I'll get this thing fit. And then I'll do the rest of the roof. Since this isn't technically part of the roof, we'll put a break in it. So what I'm going to do is screw this back in here. Yeah, I knew which one I used last time. The whole, that one was through there. Yeah, there. Yeah, the bee buzzing around my head. That always makes things really interesting and helpful when you're trying to do something. Go away. Jeez. I don't know where I had the other one. In there somewhere. If I can see it now. Sorry, if I can try to fast forward this through some of this, I will. I don't know if I can through my phone. I'm still just using my phone to make these videos. Ow. I can move that. Yes, yeah. Wow. Huh? Life changing. I'm going to put them all in this time. Because I really got to see what this is looking like. Which is not a big deal if you have a cordless. Obviously. Probably most of you have cordless of some sort. Doesn't have to be in Milwaukee. Actually, my son has been buying some Hercules stuff from Harbor Freight. He likes it. So, yeah. Yeah, get them corners in there because they really push in the ways. The thing I'm going to do is take these side panels off. They're kind of in the way when I get doing the roof. Can't be messing around with that. Yeah, that's got to go way up. See, this is probably what they're talking about, getting them lining up. Yeah, that looks like that drops down. Maybe that's so the water runs out. Yeah. Huh. Oh, it's way up there. Okay. gotta do like you do in the house with studs. You gotta mark them first, where the holes are. Anyhow, luckily the cordless does have a light. Yeah. I really just want to see if this one's gonna fit here, how this is gonna go. Let's get a hole through there. And of course my light isn't anywhere where I can find it. You guys do that stuff? Yeah. It's kind of like getting the muffler all set up the other day and having the clamps. This does have a light on it. Oh, it's over there. Okay. So I did have to pull on that. I did have to pull on that pretty good to get that to go into that hole. Well, I mean, I don't have it in the hole yet. There it is. So the next time I take this out, I'll probably relieve that a little bit, so I don't have to pull on it so much. If you know what I'm saying. Get your hands in there. Kind of get two hands in a place where only one hand actually fits. And I can't see the other hole. I have one of them little cordless lights from, well, this one drops way down because it, again, that's to drain that top. I mean, to drain the, yeah. Alright, I'm not going to put that in all the way. So after you turn around and take it back out, I'm going to try the other side too, but I'm not going to bring you guys along with that so much. This is, got a little bit extra here. I actually could trim that a little bit, but I don't know, maybe that'll shrink when it gets hot. Probably, it's vinyl. A little buckle in the corner there, but again, this is really, I don't have it centered. I don't know where center is. I have to, yeah, I gotta get these out of the way. There's not much to them. I want to take them off again anyhow because I want to dye them. So that's a long video again. I apologize, but again, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to give you as much detail as possible because it's a task. But if you figure how long it's going to take me to do this, the top was $600, which installers say that these are good tops. What they would charge, and I watched the video, it was long. So I bet you're talking $1,200 to $2,000. I don't know. I never asked for pricing. I know on those seats, I did a video on that. I reupholstered these. Shop that was recommended to me that was supposedly really good, which I wouldn't doubt. Well, the covers were $550, I think, and it took me 3 or 4 hours. And I did, if you're doing that, I did put a video of just documenting all of how the vinyl folded, how it fit in places around the seats, just because. So I guess I'm going to quit on this, and the next one I'll start putting this top on.